Hello again, and welcome back to another episode of YNAB Budget with me. I'm Tina, your resident new grad dental hygienist, budgeting with YNAB, and I'm no longer temping, although the paycheck that I'm budgeting this week is from a temp dental hygiene shift. Also, I'm getting paid for the hours that I worked last week that were supposed to be paid to me last week, and that money was illegally withheld. If you want to know more about that, check that video right there. But back to this week's paycheck, it was only one shift. And for that one shift, I earned $74 an hour. And because I also received my money for the last week's shift, my total was $567.81. I feel like I am getting hosed on taxes. I had a gross earning of $684.21. My taxes were $116.40. I know I could probably ask AI, like, how much I'm being taxed and is it right or whatever. And I know I could go and edit my withholding to have less taxes taken out. But for now, I'm gonna leave it like it is. It's stressful though. Like I feel like they're snatching all my money from me. I truly do. But we'll let it be. I also received a $7.99 check from that Yasso frozen yogurt that I tried. It was not good at all. I think I paid $9.41 for it or something like that. So I didn't get the full amount back, but I did get $7.99. So the total that I'm budgeting today is $575.80. Next week when we budget, I will be budgeting my first paycheck, full paycheck, I should say, from my permanent office. I worked 4 days in this pay period. The first day was the Thursday of the first week of the month. The second week of the month, we were closed, which is why I temped this shift that I'm budgeting today. And then this week that we're in right now, I worked 3 days. And I know I'm gonna sound like a big baby, but it's been tough. I worked 3 days in a row, which I don't know that I've ever done. No, I have. Like last week, I kind of worked 4 days in a row, but it was like not really. Meaning one day at my permanent office, we had like 2 hours of admin in the morning. I think the next day we had like 1 hour of admin. So it wasn't like a full, schedule. But this week was pretty much full. It wasn't 100% full. Like I didn't have 7 patients a day. I'm getting some extra time for certain patients and there's like just been blocks. I don't know if they're trying to fill it and they can't, whatever, but it's not like full, but still like I am exhausted currently. I think that I will be going to sleep very early tonight and hopefully getting a good night's sleep. I did not sleep enough last night. But anyway, nobody wants to hear about my sleep. What we want to do is budget. So let's do that. Oh, you may have noticed my glasses are new. They came from Firmu. And I like them a lot. They are, as you can tell, like matte, clear, square. I also got another pair. They're tortoiseshell, very similar shape, but I'm having the hardest time getting the arms adjusted to where they don't hurt my ears. I might try to work on that today or tomorrow. The thing is, you basically have to adjust them and then put the glasses on and just kind of like walk around for 20, 30 minutes and see if they're hurting. And it's like a balance between getting them to where they don't like come down too much, just, sliding, but that they don't hurt your ears. So anyway, $575.80. I've been doing pretty good at approving my transactions. I do have some overspent, which is normal. Today is the 16th, so I should delete that. Oh, one thing I should mention. So update on me trying to sell stuff. I listed everything on Craigslist. I've gotten 2 emails about 2 items. I emailed back and they just like didn't respond. So whatever, flakes. And I probably need to renew the items. Hopefully I get some buyers. Maybe over the weekend will be a good time for people that are shopping. I finally got a response from my leasing office about the referral bonus after emailing them 3 times. Their response was that I was not eligible for the referral bonus, which was a shock to me because I didn't even know there was a referral bonus. Yes, I had seen the flyers in the hallway, but I didn't really put 2 and 2 together. I didn't refer my friend because of the referral bonus. I just happened to refer her because I enjoy living here. And one day I was just walking in the hallway and a leasing agent was like, oh, your friend moved in, so you're gonna be getting a referral bonus. So imagine my surprise when I got an email saying that I wasn't eligible. So I sent them a little nasty gram back being like, I find it really unethical and underhanded and not cool that you guys approached me in the hallway telling me I'm gonna get a referral bonus and now you're saying not. And then I got an email back saying, oh, sorry, we'll make it right and we'll give you the bonus. So I am getting the $500 off the rent, but like I mentioned, I'm giving her $100. So that $400 we can take from the rent and just do $400 less. So this should be a fairly quick one. Let's get right into it. We head right to overspending first. I overspent $64.67 on household goods. That's because I bought stuff on Amazon last night. I bought a seat cushion. I bought some detergent, and what else did I buy? Some toilet bowl cleaner wand thing. months. I also bought some batteries for the treadmill walking pad. I wanted to make sure that it still works. You have to use the remote to make it work, and the battery had died. We'll do that from ready to assign. Fun money, I overspent $27.59. Not sure where that came from. Oh, I went for a walk the other day and there were these kids selling lemonade, so I bought some lemonade. They had Venmo. They got me. I went to Costco with my friend and I bought a hot dog, which was really good, and an ice cream treat thing. And of course, multiple mini matcha lattes. I went to Panera and got a tuna salad sandwich. I don't know why that tuna salad sandwich has me in a chokehold. I used to work at Subway. I'm pretty sure all they're doing is emptying a bag of tuna and a bag of mayonnaise, and then they're calling it tuna salad. Like, I know what they're doing. I just don't know why it has me in a chokehold. I don't understand how that's $27. I mean, maybe 5 plus 9 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 is 27, probably, must be. So we will cover that overspending. My career stuff. So the company received the Profi handpiece. They supposedly have refunded me the Profi handpiece. It was Friday night when I got the email, maybe like 8, 9, 10 o'clock. I'm not really exactly sure. They said that they were going to refund me, and it is now the following week on Thursday. I have not gotten the refund yet. I don't know how long I should wait on this, but I don't have my money yet. This is the payment that came out on the 8th, and then I got a refund for this like monitor stand that I want to put this like headset that I use when I'm at work and I'm doing perio charting, which is measuring the gum health. I like to use like a mic so I don't have to type it or have somebody else type it, but it didn't work. So I refunded it, or I got a refund. And then this little x-ray positioning device that I had, it broke on the second use, and I asked the seller on eBay for a refund, and they're like, sorry, you used it. I can't give you a refund. But then I started reading the policy, and I mean, if it broke on the second use, that's not my fault. It's called defective. So they only wanted to give me half, and then I filed a claim with eBay, and then they gave me the rest of the money. And then I bought this really large LED clock that I want to have for my operatory. I have a little clock, but it's kind of in the way when the doctor comes in for the exam. It's not really in the right spot. I would like to basically put this clock on a windowsill that's farther away. And that'll also allow me to just kind of keep a little bag of stuff that I use when I temp, so I don't have to worry about taking the clock from work. Because my license came in from the Board of Dentistry. So that license is permanently up in the office. So I'll be able to keep my license with me that I use to display in the room when I temp. I have my clock. So everything is kind of just going to be more streamlined. I am not going to cover that $250.69. What I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with the company or somebody next week if I do not see the refund either today, tomorrow, or sometime over the weekend. And I will get that all worked out once the refund is through, because this money is going to be refunded to me. I truly don't know what's taking so long though. Another thing about another refund, the refund for the cruise for the price drop, I called again because it had been 10 days. And I actually, the first time I called, it had already been 10 days. I just didn't realize it. And they were like, oh, it's gonna take 30 days. And I'm like, okay, so you guys just gonna tell me a different amount of time every time I call? Like, what are you talking about? And the girl was like, well, I don't know why they told you, 10 days, it's always been 30 days. So 30 days is what we have to wait for that $114 to come back to the budget. I did the math. I feel like it's the 1st of April or of May. So that's when we should get that 114. All right, let's head to our monthlies to get this taken care of. I need $226 for my student loan. So I'm going to just auto assign that money. I need $80.83 for my federal taxes. As of now, as I mentioned, the plan is apparently illegal, so that will likely change. But for the time being, I need $300 a month. So we will put half of that, and we'll put the other half when we get our last paycheck of the month. For investing, oh, I guess I never put that over, which is not good. But I need to put 10%, right? So we'll put $50. Which is not fully 10%, but it'll do. Emergency mode, gonna leave it because I likely will be dipping into the emergency mode. Rent, $1,132.96, which is nuts. See, this is why I'm gonna have to dip into my emergency fund, because, switching to a new job, having that time off before the job started, having basically the first full week that I should have been there, the office is closed, like there's just no money. So let's do 1,132.96. Oh yeah, we're about to be done. Divided by 2. And then of course I'll take away $400. All All right, so then we'll take away $400. So you have $224.39. I feel like that's right. It might not be. And I also changed the dates around on some of these to make it make a little bit more sense. So I basically put that I need to have a balance of $167.75 by this month. So I'm hoping that will help me stay on top of it. I mean, theoretically, because I have 2 checks, and when am I getting paid next month? I didn't write it yet. Let's write that real quick. Okay, so these are my 4 paydays. Not a single one of them is before the 3rd, which means I need to pay $167 with this check and the next one. Oh, I guess I did something wrong because first of all, why does it say $167.75, but my upcoming transaction is $183? And then why does it say on track? I think it's because I already spent the money. Very interesting. God, I thought I had this all figured out. But right here, it seems right. It says balance needed, $167.75, current balance 0, to go, $167.75. So how am I on track if I need that? I don't get it. But the bottom line is I need to save half of the money now and half of the money with my next check because there are no, oh, we're in May. Okay, that's why. I'm telling you, skipping over to the next month gets me confused. Okay, again, I don't know why it says 167. I'm gonna edit the target and make it 183.09 because that seems to be what it is. Oh, I bet that 167.75 is just the renters or just the car. I didn't readjust it when I added both of those into a single line item. So we need to do plus, there we go. Okay, got half of that. Internet, same deal, right? Well, I think we might have one. Yeah, we get paid on the 5th. So we could technically hold off on some of that because I'll have 3 paychecks. So we'll do 65 divided by 3. I really want to not dip into my emergency fund, but if I have to, that's exactly what it's there for, an emergency. The 8th will be the same story. For the 2nd month in a row, my bill went down. It is only $19.02. It was $20.01 this month. I have no idea why it's so low, but I'll have the 3 paychecks. So we'll say 1902 divided by 3. This is, I don't know why I snoozed this, but I did. The 11th, we'll do 25 divided by 4. Excel is the 20th. That's pretty far along in the month, but I actually need some for this month. My transaction is that right? $53.22 is my Excel bill, but I get paid, or it's coming out on the same day I get paid. So I will do, again, just half of the amount, trying to spread this money as far as it'll go. Oof, okay. Looks like we are out of money because health insurance is coming out and I need $175.16. So plus $175.16 divided by 2, that's gotta be all the money. Yeah, so I assigned $7 too much. So we'll take that money away. And then we'll just quickly go through the rest and see where we're at. I have $17.79 that I didn't spend last week on groceries, so I'll just move that to this current week. There's probably some groceries I could buy. There's nothing specific that I want, but I really don't want to eat anything that I have in the house, so I don't know what to tell you. I also adjusted my grocery target. I went back and looked at my little reflections, and it seems like, let's skip to May to make it a little bit more easy to understand. It seems like I'm spending about $150 the first week, and then I'm spending less every week as it goes, instead of spending the same amount each week and then spending more on the last week because there's an extra day depending on the month. So I have adjusted my targets for next month to kind of reflect real life, which is true, right? I said $60 and then I spent, I spent nothing in the first week, but then I spent a big amount on the second week. We'll just leave the $17.79. Like I said, don't know anything specific that I want to buy. And I don't have any money also. Personal care, gas. I feel like I have about a half tank left. So I will be okay until the 20th for sure. Household goods, just bought a ton of household goods. And I also realized I'm spending a lot on household goods. I did not kind of realize. I'm basically spending like $50 a month if you average it out. So I need to start putting away more per month to plan for those expenses and not just keep overspending and covering the overspending. Fun money, I don't have any money. I spent $111, basically eating out, Capital One Cafe matcha lattes, croissants, lunch at work, Culver's more eating out, matcha lattes, croissants, breakfast, all that. But when you think about all the income I have had come in, it's not that much. $100 over basically 2 weeks. I think spending $50 a week on fun money is completely reasonable. I mean, I make more than $50 in 1 hour. So like, I can't spend 1 hour of what I work in a week on fun on myself. No, I'm not gonna feel guilty about that. But again, I do always have to realize that this line item for fun money is not the only time that I'm spending fun money. AutoZone, the car is threatening. It's threatening, let's just call it that. Electronics replacements should have been removed from monthly, but I still haven't. Non-monthly, I do wanna buy those 2 lab coats. The ones that my boss bought me came in, I like them a lot. They would be great for temping. However, I'm only temping 1 time this month, and I have a full unopened pack of 10 or 12 lab coats, and then an open pack that I had to use like 2 out of. So it's not really time sensitive, but I would like to purchase them soon because you never know when they're gonna be discontinued or who knows what. But they went off sale. They're not on sale anymore. I'm not paying full price, so I have to wait until they're on sale again. And then I'm gonna have to go to Uniform Advantage because if you order them online, and they'll have you pay shipping, but I think if you order at the store, because they don't have it in the store, they will ship it to you for free. I do need some money for my license, but we are not due for that until 2028. So not super time sensitive at all. If that has to go on the back burner and 1 month I have to contribute $30, then so be it. It would be nice if my job paid for the license. One of the offices I interviewed at, she was like, we pay for your dental hygiene license renewal. I was like, oh, that's really nice. But not so much the case at where I work. Honestly, I probably should start saving for some new bras. Same with clothes. I'd like to buy some new just shirts to wear now that it's warming up. I noticed that I have a ton of long sleeve shirts, which makes sense. I went on like a shopping bonanza, but it was around like September, October. So I was buying sweaters and stuff and long sleeve shirts. And I don't have a ton of short sleeve stuff. Definitely I'm not looking to spend $150. I was thinking like maybe buy like 4 or 5 shirts, and that might cost like, I don't know, like $50, $60. I don't know how much shirts cost really. I don't buy a lot of clothes, but that's the plan for sometime soon really. But mostly I know that I'm going to want to buy stuff to go on the cruise. So I need to for sure have some money for clothes when it comes closer to June, because I don't know, it's probably not a hot take. Whenever I go on vacation, I always buy clothes. I think probably a lot of people do that. Have not parked anywhere, so I still have the $10 there. Oh wow, YNAB is due in like 3 days and I don't have their $10. I think it'll probably just be put on my credit card, and then I will deal with the overspending by $10 the next day, which is so not good. I really have to stop overspending. Like that is not how YNAB is supposed to work, but that's how it's gonna work now. I guess, you know what I could do? I'll just put the 1041 in here. That way we have the money, 10, because Google One is not coming out for quite a while, and it is more than covered with the way that I plan on paying for it. Okay, good. Car registration, I'm on track. Wow, that's nice. Passport, I need 99 cents, but I mean, I don't have it. So that's not so bad. We got through all the things that I must pay for, and I made it all work. Now let's briefly look at the wants. I kind of rejiggered some stuff here too. Water delivery is coming, I wanna say next week, but the bill won't come until May, and it won't be due until probably the end of May. Streaming, Peacock ran out. The only thing that I missed was the Real Housewives of Rhode Island after show. I watched the after show, but I'm not gonna pay to renew the streaming just to watch the after show. Like I can watch 5 after shows in a row, you know, if I feel like it, or I can not watch them at all, it doesn't matter. And also, I think I mentioned that I was gonna use a $25 gift card to pay for that. I ended up using that $25 gift card to pay for that stuff I bought from Amazon, the cleaning stuff and the cushion and the clock for my operatory. So I did a taste test today, and I either got paid, or I'm gonna be getting paid either $45 or $35. I can't remember the amount, and I just actually remembered just right now while I was saying it. I have another taste test tomorrow, so thank God I remembered. So I'll be getting, it's either 45 for today or 45 for tomorrow and 35 for the other one. So I'll be getting a decent chunk of change, and I will use that money to pay for streaming. I'll use that money to pay for, you know, maybe put some towards one of my energy bills, just trying to like divvy that money up so I can get that money from the budget that I've already set aside and put it back to ready to assign. They're gonna need their money soon. Again, I don't have it. Maybe I'll put the money, maybe I'll take it from Google One. I'll put $7.99 in support because it's gonna come. So there's gonna be overspending. I either do it now and take it from Google One, or do it later or take it from somewhere else. It's gotta, you know, I'm not going to not re-up my Patreon. This is also 100% an item that could be, should be counted as fun money. The way that Ramit Sethi calls it is guilt-free spending. I don't feel a lot of guilt about like anything. I don't like do anything that I should feel guilty for. Like I don't think spending the money that I worked for and the things that I want is a reason to feel guilty. So that's why I don't call it guilt-free spending, because I don't feel guilt about spending my money. This is definitely a fun money item that should be categorized as such. Concerts and live entertainment. There are a couple plays that I want to go to. They are in May and in July. They're both $15 actually. The one in May, I believe it's just $15 all the time. I think the one in July, if I get the ticket later, those $15 seats might be not available. So honestly, I might go and just kind of like buy that ticket sometime soon just so I can lock in that price. Because if I don't buy the $15 ticket, I feel like they went up to like $65, which is crazy. I do like, you know, going to see plays, live entertainment, but like $65, something that I can buy for $15? No, thank you. Books and gifts, we are going to leave that where it's at. The furniture, again, would be super nice to be sitting outside on a day like today, but it's just not a priority. It's not in the budget. I compromised by opening the balcony door and just enjoying the fresh air and all the sounds of people street racing outside for some reason. Maintenance and upgrades, we're good there. I really want to sell these things on eBay. That would really help. Not eBay, Craigslist, that would really help bring some money into the budget, but you know, it is what it is. I did get my hair braided, so that money came out of hair care. I adjusted my Wish farm. So I put the adjustable dumbbells here. It's $270. That's a small Wish. Let me go down to the wish list so we can see what that looks like. I should actually do the views. We should manage the views and we should go to wants and we should put the guidelines in here so it's nice and easy to see. Adjustable dumbbells is a small Wish. Small Wish I categorize as something that will take me less than 6 months to save for, and that costs, you know, under $300 or about that price. You can see the rest here for medium, large, extra large, jumbo. Jumbo is 3 years. It's gonna take me to save for, and it's more than $5,000. Ortho is in fact $5,100. So there could be like a case made for it's large, but really, let's just call it what it is. It's extra large, or excuse me, it's jumbo. And I allow myself to have one per category, one small, one medium, one large, one extra large. However, if I do jumbo, I've said that I can only have 2 other wishes because it's so large. So ortho is now in the Wish farm. We are saving for it. And you might notice that I had to spend all the money here. I had to take that money and spend it on some medical stuff that I needed. So getting ortho this year, 2026, may or may not happen. It is what it is. Let's open the rest of these back up so we can continue going through these, seeing what is not being able to be funded. Sam's Club, I need $1.17, not so bad. Definitely gonna stick to Sam's Club. I'm a Sam's Club girly, not Costco. Business Builder, I will be pretty much depleting this money over the weekend. My business website, whatever you wanna call it, is launching on Monday. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited. I'm making progress. I'm pretty much almost have all the hard stuff done. I am writing like a PDF ebook type of thing. It's like a beginner's money guide. So I'm working on writing that, and then I kind of need to like do the formatting, the colors and the fonts and stuff. But I figured instead of trying to like do that writing and do the formatting, just write it first and then go back and do the formatting. And then after that, I really just have to make the website, which should be pretty simple because I'm using these like templates, but it's gonna be kind of difficult. And I have to like buy hosting and buy like a email address. I have to do like crazy shit I don't know how to do, but you know, Google exists, so I'll be able to figure it out. My travel, I guess I can hide this because we have already paid for that cruise fare, so we don't need any money there. I do need money for the hotel, for the flight, for the Virgin Voyages cruise, and for the cruise fare. But again, I simply do not have the money. There's nothing I can do about the fact if I don't have the money. With Thailand, I probably should have or will take this money out. I think that, you know, over the next year or so, my finances are going to even out. They're going to increase. That's the idea with increasing my income streams. Like I mentioned in the video earlier this week, the idea is that I have more money coming in. So I'm just gonna have to not worry about the fact that I'm not contributing to these things. I mean, Thailand, really. The Virgin Voyages cruise is already like scheduled. I'll have to make that work somehow. I don't know how, but I'll have to make it work. Subscription treats. I should check, when the hell is my pineapple coming? That's a great question. I need to check because it's halfway through the month, more than halfway, and I don't know where my damn pineapple's at. Luxury Nonsense. Looks like I stole a bunch of money from there too. I think we had $150 for that Louis Vuitton, but a $5,000 or almost $6,000 Louis Vuitton bag is just like, we have other things that I want to purchase that I need to purchase before a Louis Vuitton bag. So that money will more than likely be taken and redirected somewhere else. But really, that is pretty much all that I got for you. I sure hope you have been enjoying this YNAB budget with me. I can't believe that I've been doing this since 2025 and we are now in April. That is so crazy. And I really thought I was going to be slowing down with posting them since I got my permanent job and I get paid twice a month. But last week I posted 3 YNAB budget with me's. If you missed any of those, definitely check out the playlist. And if you're not subscribed already, I would love for you to subscribe. It's a great way to support me for free. I am desperately trying to get 1,000 subscribers and I'm like literally so close, but not quite there yet. So subscribe and I will see you on Monday, where I will reveal what I've been working on for the past couple weeks or so. Got some freebies for you, got some budgeting stuff. So come back and see me. Bye.